I don't know if I've covered this already. Hi, welcome. My name is Chrism, and I'd like to share with you some observations about the Kundalini awakening experience. Thank you for watching. Uh, with celibacy, I'll just go through this again because I'm not sure if I've already done a video on it. I'll have to check it out, and if I have, then I'll just erase this one or David or the blessed people that help. I want to thank my helpers on the Facebook groups. Looking at Ayman Hamoud and Julia Galfi and Heli and Magdalene de Deus, David Sulabarizde, and the other helpers that happen that are not moderators that happen. I just want to thank all of you for the blessed service that you provide for myself and for others. It makes it a safe place to talk about Kundalini. And I want to include Mohan within that as well. Thank you, Mohan. All right, so let's talk about celibacy a little bit more. The idea, and I have to say the truth behind celibacy is not what has been practiced since the 1100s. And I'm specifically talking about Catholicism here. I'm pretty certain that the Hindu people got it down to some degree before it was, taken into secrecy by the male, some of the secret boy clubs that wanted to keep sacred knowledge to themselves and to eliminate women from them having to share with the girls. Can't share with the girls now. Don't share with your sister. It's like little kids once again. The secret of celibacy is not keeping yourself from having sex, and yet it is at the same time. Okay, what happens is you use the sexual excitation. You use that interest and that libido in order to bring specific energies into your core areas. Okay, and you use that as a way, and it's irritating at first. You have extreme sexual interest, sexual stimulation, and you're not allowing it to express itself in the natural ways. Actually, you are, but it's not in the known natural ways, shall we say. And so you can bring yourself up right before the expression of an orgasm, but I don't recommend it. I think you should stay, if the actual expression of the orgasm is 100, then I think you should stay like around 75%. This is hard because it makes you constantly stimulated. Constantly stimulated. And what this stimulation does, is this stimulation allows for the body to receive higher levels and stronger levels of energy. Stronger levels of energy than it would ever have had before, because most people are masturbating or whatever, and they're doing the full thing and letting out their fluids and letting out their orgasm the full bit. And within celibacy, when you're making that choice of celibacy, you want to be extremely sexualized. You want to feel that libido. You want to feel it, but you don't want to cash in the chips, shall we say. You don't want to, you don't want to express it at all. The whole idea is to have that level of energy coursing through the body and forcing the body to acclimate to that level of energy. And it begins to affect you in very strong, powerful ways. it begins to affect your health in a very positive way. You feel an extreme liberation of energy around you. You feel an extreme level of health. You feel good. You feel good about yourself. And, you know, some people will even begin to if they're bald, like me right here, the hair begins to grow back, and, things begin to really turn around in an anti-aging type of format. I strongly recommend it, and the Tibetans strongly recommend it too. Matter of fact, the Tibetan exercises of the five Tibetans are based upon this type of a premise, because they're saying that, sure, you can have sexual expression, you can do the five Tibetans, and it will really help you. But if you choose celibacy on top of doing the five Tibetans, which basically begin to pull Kundalini energy up into the system, then you become kind of like a superhuman in a way. Like in Tibet, they'll have monks that are 108 years old hauling vegetables up these endless stairs that they have at these places in the Himalayas, however you pronounce that. Okay. 108 years old hauling veggies on their backs, tied with ropes up the stairs, so that the brothers, have something to eat, and having no issue with it. Of course, science isn't going to go over there and go, well, let me see, do you have a birth certificate that says when you were born? All of this stuff. And so, yeah, science. So this is the correct form of celibacy. This is why you would do it. It's not about, oh, I'm giving my sex to God. You're not giving your sex to God. God is giving you your sexual expression so that you can harvest the grace within that expression to elevate you, to elevate your soul, elevate your mind. Now, at first, the mind is going to be very, very, very over-sexualized, overstimulated. You're going to be thinking about men or women all the time. All the time you're going to be thinking about, and that's part of the acclimation process. Once that acclimation process has been successfully expressed by you, then you're propelled into different levels of energy. And it's these different levels of energy where the true miraculous things begin to happen. So this is what you do. Remember, if the orgasm is 100%, stay at 75. Stay at 75% all the time. And if you go to sleep and you have those kinds of dreams, or wet dreams, whatever, that's just natural. Don't let yourself fret about it. Just don't go for your orgasm. The orgasm consists of energetic release. And it's a very special form of energy that you're releasing with the orgasm. And this is what you want to retain. The fluids and the energy are both renewable resources, but if you want to progress further within the further and faster, well, then you will choose the celibacy route. You will choose that, and you will choose the protocols that I've just outlined for you. And I'm not the first one to say all these things. I'm just one that has been given the truth of the situation without being covered up by religious competition or scientific, error-based manipulation. This is the truth. You're getting it straight up here, folks. Thanks for watching.